Hi everyone, welcome once again to our Heroes and OTech Pro joint webinar every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today is Sunday, the 21st of January 2024. We just want to start by going straight to business and having a look at a few new things that happened last week. I would like our brother Collins to do that for us, please.
So thank you, Sakon, for just greeting to everyone. Um, Today is Sunday again, so we just look at the recap for the past 2 weeks, which for the past a couple of days, which Mr. Mufareh appeared on OP360 and Oron show. So we just want to look at. So I will not go through everything. I'll just pick like some of the few that I think is important for us to know. I know everything is important, so the rest, please bear with me. Go is in the back office. The cap is there and the recording is there. So we just want to dive into a few things we think like we can pick it and share with you. So OP360, Arch appeared on OP360. That was on June the 17th, 2024. He said it was just a brief stopover. So he said, all right, he said upcoming products are being reviewed. Products that will be released shortly in the market are being reviewed. So yesterday, which was the 16th, they finished the calculation for giveaway of traffic, and some are paid or connect customer. Therefore, some founders will receive paid customers. I know this particular bit, the reason why I brought this point up, some founders, they are confused. Say, why should some receive paid and some not? Remember, Ash told us that products is guaranteed. Customers is guaranteed. That's they have targeted traffic, but sales is not something that you can guarantee it. And I remember last time we had the show with Comfort. He said, if you have a shop like Peter Rogers can tell you, okay, today I know customers will come. But you ask Peter Rogers, can you guarantee sales? Can you tell me how much you will sell for that day? Peter Rogers will tell you, I don't know. Come, at the end of business day, and I will tell you how much I've sold, the profit that I've made. I think that's the right thing. Ash cannot guarantee us sales. But when they talk about paid traffic, it is true. They can see that some of the customers have paid. Why will some receive? I know some people said, why will some receive it and others don't? This is the trick here. Remember, everything is automated. Everything is automated. They're talking about automated system. The customer is put what on a rotator. So the system doesn't know who is a paid or who is not paid. They just drive the traffic to you. So if you are lucky and you get it, so be it. Mr. Ashford doesn't have control over it, or the company doesn't have control over it. The system just spit it out as the customer comes. They just share it. So once the customer comes, it's tied to you forever. That is the guarantee. And if they buy anything, even if it's not all connect, they can buy another product. You still make commission. So we shouldn't look at it that way. No, there are billions of customers and everybody will be successful. Regardless of what happened from the beginning, everyone will be successful. Just to clear that point. So we are opening some products to the public, the ecosystem. So they'll open it to the public for the ecosystem affiliate. So they'll open it. So we will be the first to see some of those products before it goes out to the world. That's the few points I picked from OP360. So if you want, you can go and read total everything. So I just picked that point so we can have that clarification of traffic, who gets what, automated system, and everything will just go. The system just distributed. The system doesn't know if it's a paid traffic or not a paid traffic. As long as the customer, the system just give it to whoever is the next on the rotator. Now, on Friday, the 19th, I gave a lot of information again, which I picked few again. He said, we are bringing superior products to the market, and they are on the verge of being released. We know products are coming. Major product release that will crush everything around us. It will take over the field of video conferencing. So he's talking about O Connect. We see now. So It will take everything, it will crush the market, it will take over the field of video conferencing by scale, by value, by touch and feel, as Ash mentioned that, and it is true. He said the competition tried to steal. We heard that they tried to steal some of the features, but they couldn't because they cannot implement it. So maybe they abandon it. So Ash talked about a new product again. That is coming. He said, I believe I came up. He said he believed he came up with the idea. I believe I came up with a product completely AI. He said, I can tell you some description of it, but not the name. He said he will not tell you the name, he will not tell you date of release. But you will have the advantage to see it first, first as OnPassive pioneer before the world. It takes AI, it is taking AI, so it is AI in the game. And I am talking about, I'm not talking about Facebook, because it's not Facebook AI. So I said, this is not Facebook AI, so we shouldn't get confused of it. He said, not the creepy AI that steals your information and trap you. It's not that. He said, this AI is totally for you, for people to get better. Imagine if we give give everyone the ability to become heroes, the ability to customize the star in you and clone the intelligence of someone. That is the type of AI Ms. Ashbra is talking about. If something will go viral in 2024, it will be this AI product that I can tell you about it. I said it will be reasonable as it help you to grow, to be who you want to be. That's what Ms. Ashra is saying. If you want to be an influencer, you can be an influencer through that product. If you want to be a professional speaker, the product will help you. Whatever you imagine, the product will help you to grow. And to be honest with you, this product will take everything in the market. It will go viral. And he said it will even go viral in China. He makes jokes with that. So, and this is the stuff I picked for that day. And if there's any question, Comfort, you want me to say to talk about it, or anyone, please do. So that's it.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thanks so much, Bro Collins. Guys, if I forgot to let you know, of course, as usual, I'm running this program with my brother Frank. So I'm just moved to add something, my contribution to what you said, Collins, because I heard it very clearly too from Michael Williams when he visited our platform last week, that nobody can guarantee sales. So because what Ash is doing, so many people are maybe being over expectant, forgetting the most important thing, that OnPassive is not a get rich quick. So Michael Williams made it clear, like Collins has said, that Ash can guarantee you targeted traffic, but nobody on planet Earth can guarantee you sales. So what why we celebrate targeted traffic is the fact that the more you have them, then the more chances there are that you can make a sale. So for you to say, yes, I'm going to make $1 million on day one, because some people are taking it a bit too far, because they don't sit down, patiently to understand. Hoping that I made sense, but I found that very important and interesting too. So, Bra Frank, please, you want to say hi so that we'll continue?
Thank you very much, Mr. Comfort. Yes, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Like my sister said, this is Heroes, and we love seeing you here. We appreciate your presence. Brother Collins has given us so much, and I believe there's so much to come on as we go along. So just grab your seat and stay tuned. Back to you, Sister Comfort.
Yeah, sure. So we'll just ask on a few people on the panel, Gina, Liva, Anteline, and then Andy and Bob and Uncle Bob. Just any contribution at all from the week, if you have. All right, John is raising his hand. So John, will call you after Jean, and then we'll continue like that. Just any contribution at all, if there's any exciting thing. If not, you pass if you want to, but you'll definitely come back when you're ready.
Sure, Comfort. Thank you so much, Comfort, Collins, Peter, Frank, everyone here. It's so wonderful to be here again today. I just wanted to say off of what Collins just said is, yes, they cannot guarantee sales. But when you think, as Mike Ellis has said, when you think about the sheer numbers of people and the likelihood of customers coming to you and all of that, it should give people such a level of peace and gratitude that we don't have to work for that. And it's our success is guaranteed over time. And where else have we found that? We've never had that. If we've ever been in any kind of online company, it's been a struggle, and it was just it just never happened. You know, that's why we're here. So to know the numbers of people, because you know, OConnect is the first product. We've got so many coming up, and it's just it's awe-inspiring what's coming. So yes, we cannot say I'm going to make $1 million on day one, but to know what's coming and to know that the relentless targeted traffic, the volume of people coming in from across the globe can give us that level of certainty and comfort to know that our success is guaranteed. And I mean, above and beyond the feeling of family in the company, that, you know, the money isn't even an issue anymore. We're not even thinking on those lines anymore. We have already achieved the fulfillment that Ash has said is really the goal of people making money. They want to feel fulfilled. They want to be happy. They want to feel peaceful and secure. So we've already achieved that even before one apple has fallen. Well, some have, but you know what I mean? Like before the floodgates have opened. So really the rest of this is gravy. It's so it's just such a great feeling, because what's happening right here on the screen is really the goal of so many of us, that feeling of family and just acceptance, and the idea that we are free to do anything we want in our lives. Over time, we're going to be free to do all of it and then some. So that's all I wanted to add, Comfort. Thank you so much for having me today.
Sure, thank you. Thanks, sis. We appreciate you for always coming to support us. John, over to you, please.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jean. Very nice. I just wanted to say early on here, we have a nice number of people already. It's at 164 and growing. So I wanted to say, while we have a nice number of folks, so that they may listen to me about our chat. Our chat, of course, is for chatting. And we have a Q&A session a little later, not now. So we don't type questions, please. I would request, don't ask questions or type the questions in the chat. But for now, certainly chat away. But of course, listen to what everybody's saying, just like Jean gave us some nice information there. We want to listen, but you can chat now. And in a little while, we'll let you know it's time for Q&A questions, and we will enable the Q&A section. And that's where you type your questions you may have for folks here today who have the good information for you. But remember, in the Q&A section, once we enable it, we don't chat there. So we would request that when we enable the Q&A, to have a Q&A session, no chatting. Hi, how you doing? Glad to be here. Just Q&A, questions, just questions. Thank you. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, Comfort.
Thanks, John. We appreciate you for that. Thank you. Frank?
Yes, thank you, Brother John, for giving us that info. Yes, so precious of that. Sister Lane, Auntie Lane, over to you.
All right, thank you all. Glad to be here. Let's look, we got 166 folks here. That's pretty awesome. Let's bring it up to 200. We want at least 200 every week. And I know we can do it by sharing. So those of you who are here today, if you just bring in one person, how many would we have? We'd have over 300, right? So let's focus on sharing and spreading the blessings of this webinar with everyone we know. Thank you. Okay, I wanted to say that, you know, everybody, remember, we're in a very, very special company. This company is brilliant, run by a genius, Mr. Ash Mufareh. We are so blessed. Automation, you know, automation and AR are going to do the work on our behalf. that's a number one thing you got to remember. Automation and AR are there for us. It is not the case in other companies where AI and automation doesn't work. You know what I mean? We're unique in that way. Also, remember, Mr. Mufareh, his baby is marketing. He's well known for his accomplishments in the marketing arena. So we're in good hands. You got to rest assured there's going to be initially millions flooding into the gates of OnPassive, and eventually tens of millions, and eventually hundreds of millions. And I think we will all see that for ourselves. So don't worry about the marketing aspect. It's being done for us. Okay. The other thing is our business model. Let's remember that Mr. Mufareh created a very unique and absolutely fail-proof business model for us. And this business model ensures that each and every one of us will be successful, regardless of our background, our ethnicity, our our wealth, our educational level. All of that doesn't really matter because of this specific business model that was created to benefit each and every one of us. So that's another thing that will make you feel very happy, and at peace. And know that Ash Mufareh will never let us down. He has been with us through thick and thin. He's gone through hell and back, as he said, and he is still going strong. He will not let us down. So let's have some faith and confidence in OnPassive and the leadership and in Mr. Mufareh. If you can do that, you're going to enjoy this really beautiful journey that we are on. You can choose to worry and fret and all of that, but why? Worrying and fretting gets you nowhere, right? It just makes you miserable. So you might as well choose to have a positive mindset, because then you're going to really enjoy this wondrous journey that we are on, a precious journey. So all I want to say that is, remember, each and every one of us is blessed. We are here by design. It is no accident that we are OnPassivians. It was all meant to be. Each and every one of you are meant to be part of OnPassive. And I say, go OnPassive, go. Thank you.
Yeah, Sister Comfort, can I add something?
Okay, bro, go for it.
Yeah, I just want to continue with what Auntie Lynn just said about our business model. OnPassive has a different animal business model that no company on this planet Earth. None. For example, we, the founder affiliate, nobody comes to OnPassive without going through us. You must pass through us. Unspeakable. When you go to Google, you go through Google domain or website. But here you own your own domain, you own your own website. That business model, nobody, no company, name it, they don't have. Then when you look at this particular O Connect that we are in it using now, our CEO gave us that guarantee and reassured us that we will take over the market this year. He said it with authority and certainty. So, folks, my brothers and sisters, we are fine. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much. Frank, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brother Oliver. Yes, I'm sure all the summary of everything that has been said is we are fine. And indeed we are. Thank you so much once again, Auntie Lynn and Brother Oliver. Now to Brother Andy, with all that has been said this past week, what do you want to share with us? What have you picked and what do you want to share with us?
Thank you. Hi, everyone. The thing for me was the conversation with Mike and Collins the other day with regard to traffic and with regard to the next move, if you like. So, we know that as soon as this goes viral, customers are just going to flock in. We know the products are superior, so more customers are going to flock in. And once you get to that stage where all of these customers are in, we become our own marketplace. And the interesting thing that I picked in the conversations that we had was that what we don't seem to understand, or we don't still get, is the fact that, you know, big companies, large companies are going to come to OnPassive and say, can you market my products with your customers? And therefore, once we've got our domains, we're going to be offered the opportunity to have this advertising button on our websites, and we're going to get paid for that as well. So this is just the start. This is just the very, very beginning of a journey that is undoubtedly going to take us to new heights. And every single person that's activated their account, and even those that haven't managed to activate their account, they're not going to get left behind, because there are going to be customers just coming on board over time that will make your business successful. So it's not something that anyone needs to worry about. It's simply a case of, look, you know, let the company do what they do best. And at the end of the day, all you have to do, if you want to, is to share it. If you want to achieve your goal sooner rather than later, then share it with as many people as you can. Simple as that. Back to you, Frank. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Randy. Yes, we all cannot wait for the prospects that we have in waiting for us. I know, Brother Bob, you can't just sit, type without saying something, because there's so much in you that you want to give us. What do you have to say? What do you have to add up to us? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Brother Frank. It's good to be here. Greetings from Bel Air. I'm back in Bel Air, Maryland. Yes, of course, I always have something to say, but my brothers have already actually said what I also had here as my points. But I'm going to also add my voice to what Oliver just said, because I had here Mr. Ash twice this week at OP360 as well as at ORUN. He emphasized how OnPassive is going to own the video conference market. He spoke with audacity, and then I went back and I thought about it. I remembered in our last meeting of January 10th, he also told us about the AI components of OConnect that is coming, the translation, the speech to text, the noise cancellation, and all those. Those are revolutionary, disruptive features that we don't have in the industry. So I understand why Mr. Arch is speaking with that audacity that we are going to own the video conference space, And then he also, something that I also picked up from ORUN on Friday, he also talked about our 4 pillars, which are all done. Remember the 4 pillars of our total control of ourselves once we want to go into the market. That there's one more of the pillars that they are doing some final touches, but it is done. So I think this leaves me to say that we are onto something special. I think Mr. Ash is onto something incredibly special to us. And I say this also thinking of the webinar of January 10th, because I missed it. I was on my way traveling. So I've gone back and I've read the summary again. And each time I read the summary, I pick up something. So let me share what I actually had in mind today with all of us. When Mr. Ash began our webinar, he said he was going to talk about 5 things. He gave us the first 3 things, and then the 4th one. I want to focus on the 4th thing that Mr. Ash spoke about. Maybe it has been already expatiated somewhere else, but he talked about the OAI media department. OAI media department that they've had multiple partnerships around the globe, because of the product that they've developed. They've developed a product that integrates media, robots, and media robots and machines. He said they did a lot of testing. So much so that they gained the attention of some businesses and governments. And these businesses and governments created orders. So they have multiple orders. You guys see with me here, please. They created this new product which integrates media, robots, and machines. And they've done so many testing and experiments such that governments and other companies took notice and they placed orders. These products takes care of business functions. That's what this thing does. And what they have done now is they are trying to replicate it such that they can make it a plug and play for the general public. When I looked at that, I read it again, and then he said it is all done. But this now took me back to sometime in September after the GITEX Global conference. Remember the GITEX Global conference that was in Dubai, where with all the biggest companies around all the biggest tech companies around the world, they came together. We had about almost 250 visitors over there, 6,000 exhibitions, and almost 1,400 people, speakers from 170 countries. And OnPassive was there. And remember, we won the first position based on how we presented ourselves. But what caught my attention was the summary that was made after. There was a summary of about 5 to 7 minutes where Engineer Kamal and Dr. Susan, Professor Susan, they did a summary. Mohammed Nazar. It was about a 7-minute summary, and I really let me read what because I wrote it down what Professor Susan said. Professor Susan said, "We have developed an AI anchor designed to address all inquiries from the attendees of this exhibition. Anyone can pose a question to her, and frankly, she can answer in a multitude of responses. The AI anchor operates in multiple languages, and we can offer her in 32 different languages based on the specific preferences and requirements of the clients." It was noteworthy that she referred to this AI anchor as a she, which gives you the power of what this machine is. So when I read that fourth aspect, what Mr. Ash said, and I remember this, that's what drives me to say that I think we are on to something very incredibly special. That's my contribution for the day, Frank. Back to you.
All right.
Thank you very much, Sir Brother Bob. Yes, I agree with you. I do not know what's coming, but what I do know is it's something special, something big is coming. Yeah. That's all that I know. Yes, and I'm good with that. So we so much appreciate you and all the people that are joining us today. Sister Comfort, I'm going to hand it back to you, and then you take it back.
All right. Thank you. Sure. Thanks. So I saw that Ominu raised her hand. And before you speak, sis, I would like to acknowledge the presence of big brother in the house, Mike Ellis. Thank you for coming on the show. Would like to hear from you too after Minu. Go ahead, sis.
Absolutely. With respect to staying engaged and keeping ourselves updated of the everything new that is happening and going to OES often, I went there and studied on the About Us, on OnPassive.com. And something that really stands out to me was that OnPassive unlocks the full potential of AI technology, and it helps businesses to reimagine their business models, taking advantage of AI, which is the most cutting edge and sophisticated version of it, and it's AI with heart. I thought I would share that with you because it really touched my heart. I'm proud of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate you. Mike, welcome. Thank you for coming. And before we forget, thank you for the great delivery as usual with the digital blueprint brothers last Tuesday. That was powerful, guys. If you missed it, you just want to go back, check Andy Collins' YouTube video and watch the show, the discussion they had with Mike last Tuesday. It was crazy sweet. Go ahead, bro. Welcome.
Thanks. You want to hear a word, Comfort?
Yes, sure. You are here. You just want to say something about the week that just ended.
I always have something to say. Yeah, no, the meeting I had with Andy and Collins, it's always whacked when I go on there because we go everywhere. There's nothing off limits. So it was really, really fun, and a ton of information given out on that particular webinar. This webinar is about heroes. That's what it's about. If you listen to the OTech pros today, you understand the magnitude of OnPassive. At least you start to understand it, because there's more and more and more. But most people, when they come on and they hear the term hero, it's not in their vernacular. They don't think of themselves as heroes, nor do they ever think they will be heroes. And I want to tell you straight up, you're wrong, and I'll explain that in just a second. Earlier, there was a quote from Michael Williams that OnPassive does not guarantee any sales. And that's true. OnPassive can't do any guarantees. But I can tell you flat out, they are coming. Okay, no guarantees, but they are coming. And if you listen to the OTech pros, you understand the magnitude of OnPassive, where we're going, what's happening, how big it is, and the number of people that are just going to come into OnPassive. As soon as they hear about it, they're just in. And all of that relates to sales, and all of that goes through those individuals participating with OnPassive, the affiliates with OnPassive. So when you think about the word hero, it really is a magical term, and it means so many different things to so many different people. You can have individuals out there that really have a hard time making ends meet. They have a family, a wife, a husband, kids, and it's just really difficult to pay the bills at the end of the month. What would $500 a month clear do for that family? What would $1,000 do? What would $2,000 a month do? And in the back of their mind, they're going, that would make a real big difference in my situation, in my financial bottom line. It's a big deal. And when you start to think about heroes, if you can bring in $500 a month, all of a sudden you become a hero to your family, to your little universe that you're in. It's a really big deal. And this is worldwide. And then you start to think in the back of your mind, well, yeah, I understand that, but how's that going to happen to me? There are no guarantees of sales in OnPassive, but they are coming. And if you're an affiliate in OnPassive, those sales are going to go in your organization. And when that happens, you make a commission. And because of the volume that OnPassive is going to be doing, because OnPassive in time, and it's already done this somewhat. If you listen to Bob, you know that OnPassive has gone viral in its own way. But it's just the start. It's not the real run on OnPassive yet. When that happens, the viral effect is going to be massive. And then because of what OnPassive does for us, and you all have talked about the structure of OnPassive a little bit, because of the structure of OnPassive, you are in a perfect position to be that hero to your own family. And I can tell you, being a hero within your own family is more valuable than the stars that are out there, the movie stars, the sports stars, the business stars. And I don't consider those individuals heroes. But when you can take care of your family and you can relieve that financial burden on them, all of a sudden you are a hero. But it's better than that. Not only will you be a hero in your own little universe, and you will be. Again, we've already talked about this in time. It's not going to happen overnight, but it could happen very quickly for that initial start of OnPassive to make a difference in your financial bottom line. But over time, it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And then in my opinion, over time, you will be able to leave a legacy, a financial legacy to your family, to those individuals that are most important to you. It's such a big deal. Hero. You will be that hero within OnPassive. And Mr. Mufareh, when he developed OnPassive, I know that was in the back of his mind. Early on, as we talked to Mr. Mufareh, his goal was to take that 97% that was not successful and turn them into someone that is successful. And that success means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But being a hero within your own universe, within your own family, it's a really, really good feeling. And the really cool thing about everything we're talking about, you're going to experience that feeling. And when you do, yeah, the happy dance is just going to come in, because everybody in your family, they're just going to have a smile on their face. It's amazing what happens when you're not stressed with the financial needs from month to month to month. It really is a cool thing to watch happen in people's lives. That is going to happen with OnPassive for all the reasons that the people on this panel are talking about. And you're sharing a lot of really, really great information. And each topic you bring up, we could go 100 different ways with it. And the people that are here will understand it's going to affect their lives. You will be heroes. That's it, Comfort. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Mike. I know it's very exciting knowing that we are potential heroes, not only to our immediate families, but to our communities. So it's quite empowering. So thank you so much. So guys, if you permit us, we just want to close this first section before we open again. We'll start recording for the Q&A. Pete, can you do that for us?